Hi, welcome to Tech Tutorial. Today we're going to show you Midjourney version 5 prompts tutorial. Unleash the power of Midjourney version 5. It's a step-by-step beginner guide for everyone to follow easily. If you find this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Now, let's get right into it. Now I'm going to teach you guys how you can access the version 5. Now when using Midjourney, you would usually have to type in dash dash v and then whatever version you would like to use, depending on which version of Midjourney you would like to use for your prompts. For example, you would like the version 1, you would have to type dash dash v1 to be able to use the version 1. The same thing with 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to teach you an easier way so that you wouldn't need to type this over and over again for your different prompts. So we're going to teach you a trick on how you could have consistent version 5. Now what you're going to do first is you're going to type dash settings and click on enter. Entering this code or this command, you would be able to see your personal settings. Now personal settings means that this is only for your own and you wouldn't be affecting anyone else's settings. This will be just for whatever you would type or whatever prompt you will have. It will have an effect on your prompts only. And as you can see here, you could see the different versions of Midjourney options over here. And like we have version 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 over here. You also have your 5.1 over here if you would like to use this. You also have Niji version 4 and Niji version 5. And you could also set your styles to very high in the section over here. Now what happens when we set our settings here? As you can see here, the current suffixes, it's going to say dash dash S750, indicating that our style is very high, and then dash dash version 5. Now this means that whatever you type or whatever prompts you enter, without entering the dash dash v5, it will automatically add it to your prompt. So for example, we're going to try it out. We're going to do slash imagine, and we're going to enter a prompt. So let's say a dog flying in the sky, and then we're going to add some extra details while meteors are falling. Then or more details, let's say we want a realistic image, then Ultra HD, and then 4K resolution, all of the stuff that we could think of. And then we're simply going to click on enter. Now, as you can notice, we weren't typing dash dash v5 because like I said earlier, this settings that we have, we automatically add it. So we're going to show you an example on how it would work. So as you can see, there's no dash dash v5 over here on the end. We're simply going to click on enter, and it's going to send the command, and as you can see, it will automatically add the dash dash S750 and dash dash v5 over here, which is the current suffix of our settings over here. Now that's how you will be able to use version 5 of Midjourney consistently on any of your prompts. Now if you would like to use the version 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.1, you could do the same thing, edit it on the settings over here, and it would allow you to use the specific version consistently on any of your prompt. And as you can see here, you can see our image being generated over here. Now what is the difference between the version 5.1 and the rest of this versions over here? Like what is the difference between the version 5 and the version 4, 3, 2, and 1? And we're going to check out what is the difference through we see the output over here. And as you can see, very high in details. We have our dog, and then the background over here. I like the second one the most, and also the third one over here. And it's amazing. It's very crisp, very clear, and high in details. Now let's go check out what makes the version 5 different between the other versions over here. Now as you can see here in this website over here, the difference between the other versions is that it will reduce unwanted text. Now in previous versions of Midjourney, you will be able to see like random text, gibberish, writings on the images, even though you ask Midjourney not to produce those things. Or for example, you ask Midjourney to produce you an apple falling from a tree. It will sometimes, and not always, it will only sometimes generate random text or random writing on your image. As you can see here, contain random text that clutters the image. In version 5, it will remove that issue. It will no longer add, or it will reduce the chances of you having an unwanted text unless you want the text occur. There's also a dynamic range of images that has been improved. You can see nuance output where the dark and bright are accurately distinguishable. For example, as you can see here on our example, we have a silhouette of our dog over here. You can see the difference between the light and where the light is coming from. Therefore, a silhouette is formed. you could easily see the shadows and like the brightness over here also. And going back here, there's also a wider training data set that has been used to train the model as to accommodate several more design styles and more accuracy in response to prompts. Now, it means that the prompts or the output of Midjourney will be more accurate depending on your prompts. Now, what I did was a dog flying in the sky. It did miss that point, but it still was able to produce a dog watching meteors falling. Now, although it's not 100%, I'd say it got like 80% of what our prompt was. And also, the resolution of image has been doubled to help creators generate more high quality image. You can see here it is indeed very high quality. We could upscale one of this photo over here. For example, the second photo. Let's see how much quality is the difference between the usual versions. And as you can see, it is very high in quality, very HD. It is very crisp, and you can see a lot of details appearing. As you can see here also, like the fur of the dog is very much visible, meaning it's a very high quality image. And another one is that image are now more crispy and capture more details. Like I said here, you can see more details than usual. And also, an additional to image related upgrades with respect to prompts, Midjourney has also added support for parameters like tile, AR or aspect ratio, and the IW over here. Now, how do you use the prompts to generate a good version 5 Midjourney output? Now, this is like a guide over here. The guide for version 5 is that you first talk about the subject. You give as much details as you want, or have as much detail, because version 5 is unopinionated. Unopinionated means it will only target, or it will only use whatever prompt you enter. So opinionated means that it will add other details, extra details to your output, but unopinionated means it will stick directly to your prompt. So be careful and be direct on your subject, and you also enter your details and surrounding over here, your stylization or media type or artist. For example, you would like an output created by Michelangelo, and you have your parameters over here. Now for the parameters, you don't need to enter the --b5 because I taught you the shortcut earlier. But if you would like to change the aspect ratio and all of those other parameters, you can enter them on the end as well. So let's go try out this template over here. So our subject, we're going to have to do /imagine. I'm going to follow our prompt guide over here. We're first going to talk about the subject. Now, remember, as much details as possible. So let's say we would like a cat. A Persian cat with big eyes, with galaxy inside the eyes. And then we could add more details. For example, we could ask it to also have a crown, wearing a golden crown. Now this is our subject. Now we're going to add like extra details in the background. So over here, we're going to ask you to add like where the cat will be located. For example, let's say in the middle of a magical jungle, sitting on a throne. Then we have our background over there. We have our subject, our background, and then let's go and look for a stylization or media type or artist over here that we will be able to use to create our output. If you would like to have realism or like realistic, you can simply say Ultra HD and then realistic, 4K resolution, all of those stuff. Or you could go to Midjourney Showcase over here and look for realistic photos. For example, we have this one realistic over here, and you could say whatever their prompts say, like professional photography, all of those stuff. Look for prompts that are very long, as you can see here. For example, we have ultra sharp photography HD wallpaper inspired by National Geographic Award winning nature. So we could copy this prompt. Actually, we're going to copy this and we're going to add this as our details. So we're simply going to paste it over here just like that. And now that is the bit of our Midjourney version 5 template. Now we can simply click on enter, or we could change our aspect ratio if you would like. For example, I would like our aspect ratio to be 16:9, just like that. And now remember, you don't need to type in --b5 anymore because it is in our settings. So we're going to click on enter and let's see if it will work. And as you can see, our version --5 is over here, automatically added. Same thing with our style over here. Now we're simply going to wait for Midjourney to produce whatever we had asked for. Hopefully it is accurate or it produced whatever we have asked for. And we're simply going to give it some time. And you can simply go to this website as well to check out how the different Midjourney works. As you can see here, version 5, you have examples over here like weights and designs and other parameters that you have over here. Now, this is an example of the style as well. As you can see, from 0 to 1,000 over here. You can see how much difference the stylization means on our prompts over here. So going back here, we're simply going to give it some time. As you can see, it's already generating our image. And it's at 62% right now. I'm going to give it some time. And as you can see, this is our output over here. We have our Persian cat wearing a golden crown. Two of this image doesn't have a golden crown, but it's still sitting on some kind of throne. So I think it's still very good. I think the best one is the third one over here. So we're going to upscale this one. And this is our output, wherein we have a Persian cat with big eyes and wearing a golden crown in the middle of a magical jungle, sitting on a throne. And then we have the ultra sharp photography HD wallpaper inspired by National Geographic award-winning nature. You can see very high in details, very high in quality, and like the key thing is you have as much information as you want on the prompts, because like I said earlier, it is unopinionated. And as you can see, this is our cat over here. And that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.